Auditing Standard SA 240 Part 3. Management Representations. This is a summary of Auditing Standard 240 on management representations. SA 240 requires auditors to obtain written confirmations from management and those charged with governance that they acknowledge their responsibility for the design, implementation, and maintenance of internal controls to prevent and detect fraud. Management should also disclose any knowledge of fraud or suspected fraud affecting the entity involving management, employees with significant roles in internal control, or others where the fraud could have a material effect on the financial statements. Communications to management and with those charged with governance. SA 240 highlights the importance of obtaining written representations because of the nature of fraud and the difficulties that auditors face in detecting material misstatements in financial statements resulting from fraud. Auditors should communicate suspected or identified fraud to management and those charged with governance in a timely manner. If the auditor identifies or suspects fraud, the auditor shall determine whether there is a responsibility to report the occurrence or suspicion to a party outside the entity. Documentation. The standard also requires auditors to document their assessment of fraud risks in an entity's financial statements, including significant decisions made during the discussion among the engagement team, and identified and assessed risks of material misstatement due to fraud, at both the financial statement level and the assertion level. The auditor's responses to the assessed risks of material misstatement due to fraud must also be documented. The auditor's responsibility relating to fraud in an audit of financial statements. SA 240 has been modified to provide more entity-specific guidance in the context of Indian legal requirements. The modifications include additions and deletions, such as the deletion of the specific reference to the applicability of the standard to public sector entities. The spirit of the paragraph highlighting the fact that auditors may be required by the legislature or regulator to report on instances of actual or suspected fraud in the client entity has been retained. Thanks for watching.